This is the Sunday motivational video. Every Sunday, we bring you a different type of video that should improve your life. Today, we're looking at 15 ways to make $1 million. Welcome to EB University, the place where determination meets passion. Hello eBirds, can you believe it's been a full week already? Welcome to our video series on how to make your first $1 million. We hope you've been following your dreams and putting in the work. Our goal with these Sunday videos is to motivate you and give you some inside knowledge that you can leverage to your own advantage. When we asked our audience on Facebook at EB University what their immediate financial goal was, most of you said that it was to make your first million. So that's what we're focusing on today. Making $1 million might seem like a lot of money, especially if you've never earned high figures before. But the truth is, over 1,700 new millionaires are created every day. That's over 620,000 new millionaires every year. So, how do they do it? How come so many people become millionaires, and why can't you do the same? The key is positioning yourself in the marketplace and becoming valuable to the marketplace. If the marketplace thinks you deserve $1 million or more, it will give you that amount. To make this video, we researched people who have made more than $1 million in the last couple of years. Who knows, maybe one of their stories will spark an idea that will be the beginning of your journey. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Facebook at EB University. With that said, here are 15 ways to make $1 million. Number 1. Be in the top 1% of a highly profitable profession. One of the easiest ways to become a millionaire is to excel in a job that pays well. Professionals such as doctors, lawyers, and upper management in the US and Europe typically earn an average of over $150,000 per year. However, if you specialize and become an expert in your field, you can potentially double or even triple that amount. One of the highest paying jobs with the lowest barriers of entry is sales. If you have the ability to sell, you can make a significant amount of money regardless of your location. The top 1% of salespeople earn over $250,000 per year, which can lead to reaching the $1 million mark within just 4 years. Additionally, having a strong background in sales can be beneficial for all the strategies discussed in this video. We will create a video on the best books on sales in the future. But if you want to start today, we recommend reading The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone or The Sales Bible by Jeffrey Gitomer. Number 2. Many people believe that in order to make significant money from writing books, they have to create the next big hit like Harry Potter or 50 Shades of Grey. However, this is not necessarily the case. While the chances of writing a best-selling novel that takes the world by storm are slim, it is possible to make $1 million from writing books by finding the right angle and audience. Many people do not realize that in order to become a New York Times best-selling author, you only need to sell around 10,000 books, and in some cases, as low as 5,000 books. If you have been on the list before. If your writing is good, continue to produce more and more books until one of them becomes a hit. There are numerous examples of people who have done this, but one of the best examples is Amanda Hocking. You may not have heard of her, but she was rejected by almost every publisher in the industry. None of her novels were given a chance, but she was broke and wanted to go to a Muppets convention. But she needed the money for gas to drive there. In order to make some of the $300 she needed, she self-published her novels on Kindle. 1 month later, she had made over $20,000. She put all of her novels up there. 20 months later, she had made over $2.5 million from books that were not good enough to be picked up by a publisher. Pro tip: if you have a podcast, blog, YouTube channel, or any form of audience, people will want to support your efforts and are even willing to pre-order your work just to share the journey with you. Number 3. License a patent or trademark to a major company. Another way to add value to the world is by being an inventor, designer, or engineer. If you can find a way to solve a problem better than what currently exists, you may have a profitable opportunity on your hands. A great example of this is Lonnie Johnson, who you may not have heard of, but you've probably used his invention, the Super Soaker. While experimenting, he created this toy, but did not have the skills or resources to create a company, produce, market, and sell the product. So he licensed the technology to a company called Hasbro. He received a 3% royalty on each unit sold, earning over $100 million from this deal alone. He now holds 80 patents, and has a net worth of over $350 million. Pro tip: patents can be expensive, but there are ways to protect your invention even without an internationally issued patent. You need to document your invention in extreme detail. Have that in writing, and burn it into a CD or USB drive. Mail it in a sealed envelope to yourself. When the envelope arrives back, it should contain the date and stamp of a government institution. Never break that seal. This is your undeniable proof that you were the first one to figure this out, and rights should be awarded to you in a patent case, or at least end up in a highly lucrative settlement. Number 4. Start a dropshipping company under your own brand. For those who may not be familiar, dropshipping is a business model where you find a supplier who can create, package, and deliver a product on your behalf, while you focus on bringing in sales. Here's how it works. Let's say you find a supplier who can package and deliver weight loss tea from China for $5 per package. You set up a website where you can sell that same product for $20 each. When an order comes in, you send the supplier the $5 for the product, along with the details of the order, and the supplier takes care of the rest, delivering the item to the buyer on your behalf. You keep the remaining $15 as profit. We chose weight loss tea as an example, as we studied the success of a young entrepreneur named Greta Van Rio in this area. She started the Instagram fitness tea trend, and 6 months into her business, she was bringing in over $500,000 per month. If you're surprised by that number, you may want to look into her story, as she is one of our personal heroes. During new product launches, she made over $1 million in a single day. This is to demonstrate that these kinds of numbers are possible. Similarly, Kylie Jenner is almost a billionaire now, and she uses the drop shipping model as well. She owns 100% of the company and has only 6 employees. All production and fulfillment is outsourced to another company. Number 5. Start a small business and continue to expand it. While many of the ideas on this list are quite specific, the most common way people become millionaires is by starting a small business and continuously growing it. It may sound more general, but it encompasses the mindset of a hustler who is focused on growth. Starting a new business is always challenging, but the process is relatively similar, no matter what type of business you choose. It all begins with identifying a problem, figuring out how to make money from it, and then bringing in people, so that you can focus on what's important for the business to grow. Everyone has a few business ideas in their head. It's just a matter of putting them into action. Although this may sound daunting, the process is relatively straightforward. That's why we've created a video called 15 Things to Know When Starting a Business, which you can check out by clicking on the top right corner. If you're planning to start your first business, this video is an essential watch. Number 6. Aggressively save money and invest in index funds for several years. To become wealthy, you need to understand the power of compound interest and utilize it. Albert Einstein once said that compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world, and that those who understand it earn it, while those who don't pay it. If you understand money and investment funds, you know that a 7% annual return is achievable. It's all about how much money you can save. Traditional strategies suggest that if you can save 10% of your yearly income and earn $50,000 per year, it will take 40 years to save $1 million. But that's not what the eBirds way is all about. It gets more interesting when you play around with those numbers. Try to increase all 3 most important variables: the amount of money you earn, the amount you save, and the rate of return on your investment. If you're able to increase each variable by just 1%, you'll be able to reach your goal of $1 million in less than 30 years. Number 7. Conduct an initial coin offering. ICO. In recent years, the cryptocurrency market has been a source of rapid wealth for many individuals. For those who may not be familiar, ICOs are an alternative form of crowdfunding, where a company issues tokens at a discounted price to raise funds for creating a digital service that runs on said tokens. If the product is successful, the initial tokens can see significant increases in value based on demand. While we do not recommend investing in other people's ICOs, unless you trust the team and believe in their project, it is possible to create your own blockchain-based company and seek private investors to back it up. Once the product has gained traction, you could then conduct your own ICO and open it up to the public as early investors. Every type of financial-related service is being disrupted by blockchain technology, and it's important to find where you fit in this rapidly growing industry. Even if you have a negative stance on Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's important to note that blockchain technology is here to stay, and it's recommended to educate yourself more about the industry. if you want to make sense of it in the future. Number 8. Purchase a franchise and make it really successful. If you're not the creative type, a franchise is a simple and lucrative way to get yourself into business because somebody else has already optimized it for you. You just need to make sure things keep on moving the way they should. A franchise, for those of you who don't know, is a company that creates a lucrative business with an already established brand that's made out of simplified systems, which can be duplicated over and over again. Think McDonald's or Starbucks. So, how does this work? You reach out to the company with the aim of buying a franchise. There are 2 types of costs you need to know about: a standard franchise fee and a percentage of the business you're generating. In exchange for this money, the company provides all the tools you need to get the business up and running. You can find profitable franchises starting as low as $10,000. But depending on what you're looking for, there are obviously more expensive options. For example, a Dunkin' Donuts franchise fee is between $40,000 and $90,000 depending on location. But that's not all. The company requires you to have at least $250,000 in liquid assets, just to make sure you can keep the thing running. It's up to you to find the right franchise for your geography and budget. Number 9. Create a subscription service where 1,000 people pay $83 per month. This is an example of millionaire math, which means finding ways to reach $1 million in a year. For subscription services, this could include having 5,000 people pay $17 per month for 12 months, 2,000 people pay $42 per month for 12 months, 1,000 people pay $83 per month for 12 months, 500 people pay $167 per month for 12 months, or 300 people pay $278 per month for 12 months. The point is, all of these options will get you to the 7-figure mark. This is why subscription services are popular now, and the likes of Netflix, Tidal, and Apple Music have seen an increase in popularity. For example, as of 2018, Netflix had 125 million subscribed users, with a minimum of $7.99 per month, resulting in over $11 billion in revenue in 2017. It's surprising to see how many people don't do the math on these things. Once you understand the numbers you need to make, it becomes a straightforward game. The key is finding a service that people are willing to pay for and stay subscribed to. Number 10. Work for someone who's a multimillionaire or billionaire. One of the quickest ways to make your first $1 million is to work directly for someone who has already made $1 billion. Wealthy individuals value time above everything else, and they are willing to reward those who can save them time or make them money. However, it's important to have a trust-based relationship with the wealthy individual before approaching them. It's not advisable to spam them with ideas, as they are likely to receive many of these types of emails and not respond. Many people assume that entrepreneurs are the only ones who become multimillionaires, but the truth is that about 1 in 5 millionaires work for someone else. Having a mentor, someone who is successful and willing to guide and provide opportunities, can be a valuable asset in achieving wealth and success. If you're interested in finding a mentor and the benefits it can bring, check out our video on the topic by clicking in the top right corner. Number 11. Go viral on YouTube. The potential for earning a significant amount of money by going viral on YouTube has increased in recent years. The revenue generated from a viral video can come from a variety of sources, such as advertising revenue and merchandise sales. For example, the popular video Gangnam Style by Psy generated over $8 million in revenue. Additionally, the exposure from going viral on YouTube can lead to additional revenue opportunities, such as merchandise lines or product lines. With the increasing popularity of online video platforms, YouTube has become the new TV, making it a viable platform for earning significant amounts of money. Number 12. Have a blog that gets over 41 million views per month. Blogging can also be a lucrative way to make a lot of money. One example is Scott DeLong, the creator of Viral Nova, a website that focuses on viral articles distributed through Facebook. He started Viral Nova in 2014 and sold it 1.5 years later for reportedly $100 million. During November and December, he was already generating over $1 million per month from advertising revenues alone. However, it's important to note that getting over 40 million readers per month on your blog is a difficult task, unless you're able to ride a new wave which people haven't figured out yet. Number 13. Create an app that 1 million people use. Developing an app can be a lucrative business if you can offer a valuable service that people will use frequently. The app market has evolved in recent years, with apps like Candy Crush generating nearly $1 million per day at their peak, and meditation appcom recently valued at $250 million. Even the game Fortnite has generated over $1 billion in just 3 months through in-app purchases. The key to success in the app market is to find ways to bring in additional revenue from users. And the more revenue you can extract from each user, the faster you can reach the first $1 million. A book that can be helpful in understanding the app market is How to Build a Billion-Dollar App by the creator of Candy Crush, which breaks down the strategies and insights needed to create a successful app. Number 14. Get over 100,000 Twitch subscribers. Live streaming is going mainstream, and some might even say it already has. You have the likes of Ninja who are spearheading this movement, generating between $500,000 and $1 million every month from streaming alone. For those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, Twitch is a platform which allows users to broadcast themselves in real time. This type of technology has been quickly adopted by gamers who broadcast themselves playing video games. All good. So how do they make money? There are multiple revenue streams here, the main one being paid subscriptions. There are different tiers of subscribers on Twitch, for $4.99, $9.99, and $24.99, this amount being split between the streamer and the platform. In addition to the paid subscription, viewers can donate money directly to the streamer in order to show support. And then there's the good old finding a big sponsor who's paying a streamer to endorse their product, like the type of deal that Ninja has made with Red Bull. If a ballpark figure to shoot for is 100,000 paid subscribers, but you can get to $1 million with less than 50,000, if they're generous enough. Number 15. Buy, flip, repeat is a common strategy for making money by purchasing an item at a lower price and reselling it at a higher price. This strategy has been used in various markets, such as real estate, cars, antiques, and even sneakers. One example is 16-year-old Benjamin Cakes, who made over $1 million per year by reselling exclusive sneakers to celebrities like DJ Khaled, French Montana, and Future. It's important to understand how much people are willing to pay for something and get it for less than that amount. This strategy requires good market knowledge, negotiation skills, and a bit of luck. It's a good way to make quick cash if you know what you're doing. People also do this in different markets: buying, fixing, flipping cars, houses, antiques, you name it. It's all about understanding how much some people are willing to pay for something and getting it for less than that. Now, we're curious to know, what are you doing right now to get your first $1 million? Let us know in the comments and we'll try to provide you some feedback. Now, we know this has been a really long video, so for those of you who are still with us, here's your bonus. Number 16. Come up with an original, crazy idea that just might work. If the previous ideas mentioned are pretty straightforward, this time we encourage you to think outside the box and let your creativity run wild. Who knows what idea might come out of it? There have been many examples of people who have made millions from seemingly crazy ideas. For example, one person made $15 million selling rocks as pets. Another made $1 million by selling pixels on his website for $1 million each. A woman became a multimillionaire by selling sunglasses for dogs. And there are even people who will send a message on a potato on your behalf. The world is full of crazy stories, and we hope this list has sparked an idea within you. If you've watched this far and are already on your journey to becoming a millionaire, we wish you all the best. Please write first million in the comments below, and we'll wish you luck. It's always great to see how many of you are watching these videos all the way to the end. We also hand-picked these videos which we recommend you watch next. Thank you for being an eBirds and for being a loyal eBirds. And before we end the video, we would invite you to take our online course, as it is one of the best ways to learn skills that can actually make you rich. See you tomorrow.